Yeah, the climate emergency, the first, Dr. Jakob Nordengard, who wrote Rockefeller Controlling the Game. You can go to, I think it's Pharos Media, PHAROSMEDIA.se, because you won't be able to find it on Google for obvious reasons. So pharosmedia.se, he has new books out in English. And he discovered back in 2010-11 as a ponytailed left-wing climate fear person, he was that.
Mm.
He asked the professors of climate change in the Swedish university where he was, he wanted to find out more about the historical origins of the climate change science. And he was genuinely fearful of climate change. He believed it all. He wrote papers on energy politics and, potential peak oil and all. So he's the right kind of guy to go looking because he ain't biased to our side of the house. And when multiple professors clearly didn't know where it came from before 1991 and the IPCC Foundation, he said, how can the experts in the field not know where it came from? So he looked. He said, took him 2 weeks max. It went straight back to Rockefeller Brothers Fund 1956. You saw the oil men and climate change, the richest men in America and climate change. What's going on? So he did a PhD on it. And the simple fact is, it was identified in the 50s by Rockefeller as one key strategy to achieve a Western world government. They listed out climate change, pandemics were discussed, of course, macro terrorism, and financial crashes, financial issues, macroeconomic. So they basically listed out the 4 best shots at getting people scared enough and stupid enough to buy into what they wanted. Oldest trick in humanity. It's been used for all of human history. And they basically identified them. And then they began to fund. So they began to fund to encourage and grow these things. And climate change was just one of them. Rockefeller basically gave the buildings and the money for the foundation of the UN or expansion in 1946. They saw the UN as future world government, and they also saw it as their own kind of personal club. And they founded a trilateral commission. They were linked into the foundation of the Club of Rome, which is a ultra elites kind of propaganda catastrophe club, very influential. And they basically just fed the money to the scientists who would go along with the idea of a catastrophe. And they fed money to take out scientists who questioned it. And over 30 or 40 years of a rapid evolution, like a natural selection of what I just said, you end up with most of the science agree it's a catastrophe. And it's 100% false. Nonsense.
Thanks for watching this video on our YouTube channel. If you want to listen to the full episode, you can do by subscribing to the Radical Health Rebel podcast using the QR code on the screen. Or if you, like me, you prefer to watch the full episode, you can subscribe to our Substack using the QR code on the screen right now.